rolling here. Good morning for those of you who are joining live. Hey, everybody. So good to have you. Hey, just a heads up, a couple technical difficulties this morning with Wi-Fi and all those fun things. So hopefully things will cooperate for us today. And if for some reason the stream ends in the middle, just know that I will pop back on. So please hang with me. Hey, everyone who's joining on Instagram, so good to see you all joining in. And on LinkedIn and Facebook, let me know as you're coming in. Go ahead and type in the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. You know, I posted and I let you all know that I was going to be doing this live today on these 3 ways to generate more leads. And I have to tell you, I wondered if it was appropriate to go live today, you know, given everything that's happening in the world. And I really just want to be sensitive to what's going on and how families are being affected, how you're being affected. You know, I'm part of a certification class that's going on today. And one of my colleagues who's going through the certification as well is, he's a police officer in Miami-Dade County, and he was not able to join the class just because he's been pulled in to help, but he actually popped on really briefly and just shared kind of behind the scenes of what was going on. And it was actually, oh shoot, we've got spam caller. Okay, there we go. It was actually really great to see his perspective and to see just how he's working with the protesters, and everyone is really working together so well there. So it was kind of nice to see behind the scenes. And so for any of you who are just kind of in the middle of it right now, who are participating, just know so much love to you. My heart goes out to you. And like I said, I thought about, does it even make sense to do this training today? But part of why I decided to do it is that I've had a lot of conversations lately with just clients and friends who they're used to generating leads through speaking, through networking, and they're struggling right now. And they're like, I need to find a way to get new clients and generate more leads that doesn't require me to be there in person. And so I really just felt called to share some ideas. You know, I've been doing online lead generation for years, and I wanted to share some of my tips and best practices in hopes that this helps you. So let's just see. Oh, hey, Marlena. I see Marlena's here on Facebook. Akil is here on LinkedIn. So good to see you all. Hey, as you are popping in today, and gosh, Instagram, I apologize. The internet is just, looks like it's going in and out and in and out. So join me on Facebook or on LinkedIn if you're on Instagram and you're having trouble connecting. I don't know what's up with this today. But as you do come in, let me know, what questions do you have on lead generation, on how to grow your business online? I am more than happy to help answer. Oh, hey, Linda. Love seeing you join on Facebook. So good to see you. Hey, David. Oh my gosh, David is like my middle school, high school friend. So good to see you. Dr. Kit, thanks for joining. So, all right, with that, guys, as people are coming in, just know I'm so glad to have you here, and I'm going to get into my 3 favorite ways to generate leads online for your business. Number 1, and this is probably my very favorite way, and to me, the most effective, be super generous. Share everything you know about your industry, about your space. Give away everything you know for free. Great book for you, great resource for you on this, is a book called Youtility, Youtility, by Jay Baer. So if you're looking for a great resource on how to do this, definitely check out Jay's book. He's a real thought leader in this space. But here's the thing, and I hear this a lot from clients, from people I was talking to, having a conversation with. They're afraid to give away what they know, because then they think, well, why in the world would somebody hire me? And here's the thing today, people do not pay for information. They don't. You can get anything you need to know for free on Google, right? Are you with me? Like literally anything you need to figure out, you can Google. Our dog ripped out the hibiscus plant the other day out of the yard. We got this new hibiscus, and our dogs are like on this vendetta against it. I don't know what it is about this plant, but it ticks them off. They don't like it. So I've been Googling, can a hibiscus kill my dogs? Fortunately, it can't. But again, anything you need to know, you can find for free on Google these days. However, so people don't pay for information, they pay for organization and application. Okay, people don't pay for information, they pay for organization and application. A great way for you to be generating more leads is brainstorm and think about what are all the questions your ideal client would have about your industry, about your product or service, and just start answering them on social media one by one by one by one. I recommend doing video. Video is going to be the fastest way for people to feel like they're building an emotional connection with you. Video typically is going to get played more than just a static post, but do what works for you. If you're not a video person, do something else. That's cool too. But just start answering them one by one. One of the exercises that we have our clients do is make a list of what are 52 different questions that your ideal customer would have about your product or service. Make that list. That's your content for a year. Then you're just going to spend your time one by one by one answering the questions every single week. Just do a video, put it out on social media. And gosh, I mean, I even think about how well this works. Like in my own business, this is how I generate most of my leads. And even with the mentor I'm working with right now, you know, she had a video series about 2 years ago on YouTube, where every day she would just put out a short video series teaching segments of her coaching program. And I learned to love that video series, and I started watching every day. And you know, at the end of the video series, I was so bummed that it stopped. But what it made me think about was, gosh, if I could learn this much from her for free, what would it look like to pay her and work with her? And I mean, needless to say, you know, I'm a year into working with her now and have invested significant 5 figures working with her. And that's how this works. You know, it wasn't like, oh, great, I've got it, I don't need to work with her. It was, oh my gosh, this is so good. If I could get this for free, what in the world would it look like if I actually paid her? So that is the first thing, is don't be afraid to give away what you know. Oh, I'm seeing Julie here on LinkedIn. Hey, let me see. Linda has a question. Okay, I've just moved Instagram really quick. Should we make YouTube videos and share on multiple platforms? Great question, Linda. Yes, I am a big fan of repurposing content. So what I typically have my clients do is make one video that then goes out to multiple platforms. So you really want to think about who is your audience and where are they spending time. But if you're going for more of an omnipresence type of thing where you're on, you know, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you make that one video and then you repurpose it for YouTube, you put it on LinkedIn, you can upload it to IGTV, you can put it on Facebook. So yes, one video, multiple platforms. So that's the first tip, is just share these ideas generously on social media. Second tip is to actually really appreciate your existing customers. And this is something that it's so easy, I think, for any of us who have a sales background or who are in sales, where it's constantly about, you know, new leads, new business, new business. It's almost easy to forget about or to not appreciate the people who are already your existing customers. Those are your best people. Those are the people who have already bought from you. They're going to be likely to buy from you again, more likely than somebody brand new. And I'll just stop and think about, like, how am I really appreciating my existing customers who are already spending money with me? Again, it's easy to get caught up in kind of the chase of going after new, but think about what could you do just to love on and show gratitude for your existing client base. And it doesn't have to be expensive either. It can be a text letting them know how much you appreciate them. It can be opening up additional access to you. This is something that I did in April and May, was I opened up for a lot of my clients extra access to me. It looked like extra communication with me on Voxer. For some of them, it was additional calls, but it was really thinking about how can I be more available for the customers I already have, because you can't take them for granted. You know, you can't take them for granted. If you do, they're going to decide to go work with somebody else. Another great way that you can appreciate them is write thank you notes. One of my clients is he's a speaker, he's a thought leader named John Israel, brilliant guy. He spent a year writing 5 thank you notes a day. And he actually wrote a book about it called Mr. Thank You, which is a great book if you want to check it out. But he talks about what happened for him with that experience of writing those 5 thank you notes every single day, and the opportunities that opened up, the clients that came from it. But here's the thing, I would say making current client appreciation a part of your approach is really important for lead generation. You never know. They may appreciate you so much that you took the time to say thank you for them, that they want to do more work with you, or they want to send you referrals. Whether they do or not, it's just a great best practice. But that's the second thing I'd be thinking about, is making a list of all my existing customers and thinking about what can I do to appreciate every single person right now. It's one of those things where you never know what's going to come from it, but I promise you something good will come from it, and it's the right thing to do. And then the third thing, and this is something that's been really, really big for our business model at Brand Builders Group, is creating an affiliate or a referral partner program. So I want you to think about right now, do you have an affiliate program in place for your business? Do you have a referral partner reward program for your business? When we started Brand Builders Group about 2 years ago now, we had 0 customers. We didn't have a website. We had nothing. And we were starting from scratch. A lot of us had left a very successful, lucrative career with another company, and we were literally starting from scratch. Oh, hey, Kinatu, so good to see you here, girl. But we were starting from scratch, and we had to build with nothing. And I tell you what, in the first 12 calendar months, we reached multiple 7 figures. And the reason why is we had great partnerships with people. We had great partnerships. We have a great affiliate program, which really what that does is it incentivizes people to send you leads and opportunities. So I would be thinking about, how can you create an incentive for people who are well networked with your ideal customers to send you clients? And for us, we pay 10% lifetime residual commission if somebody sends us an introduction. The way you structure your affiliate or referral partner program is going to be different depending on, do you have a service-based business like we do, where there's not super high margins? Do you have more of an information model, like a course or an online program? A lot of times you would do upwards of more like 50% on an affiliate split with that. Goodness, I thought I set my phone to do not disturb here. All right, there we go. We're back. But think about creating something like that and then reaching out to who are the people who have great access to your existing customers, and how can you create a partnership with them that's lucrative for them. Our thing is we like to create mailbox money for our referral partners. So we like to make it super easy, where if you just send us a lead, send us someone who you think could benefit from working with us, we do all the work from there. And then our referral partners make 10% every single month of whatever that person does with us. And some of our referral partners are making over 6 figures a year just in introductions, like having us on their podcast. That's another great thing you can do, is if you're well networked, or if you're friends with anybody who has a high level podcast or a high reaching podcast, ask if you can come on the show, but then create a special link where if people do decide to work with you or book a call with you afterwards, you can track back that referral came from that podcaster and they make money off of it. So it's a different model. It's something that we've been doing that's worked really well for us, but we get consistent inbound leads every single day from these affiliate partnerships. So that can be a great way for you to be generating more leads as well. So I'm going to just pause here. Daniel, thank you. You said this is a great idea. I love it. Great to have you on here. By the way, guys, Daniel Allison is great to watch for content ideas. He's an HVAC and puts out actually really interesting, really good videos on LinkedIn. And if you're ever wondering, like, I'm in a super boring, quote unquote, boring industry, how am I going to make content marketing work for me? Follow him. He is a good example of someone to follow on LinkedIn to get ideas. So does anyone have questions on lead generation right now? Online lead generation, maybe you have your business has been a speaking business, or you've been doing live events and networking, and you're like, I need to figure out how to get more clients now, and I can't be out and about meeting people in person. So what does that look like? I am here and available to help. One thing that I will throw out as well, if you are a manager of a team in real estate, financial services, mortgage, insurance, through early July, I am available to do half-day virtual workshops with the team, teaching your team how to do this, how to generate leads online. So if you're interested in that, it's really incredible content. It can help them get leads coming in just like that. Just send me a direct message, let me know, and I'm more than happy to connect with you and talk about that offline. But again, those 3 ways are: share your ideas generously on social media, give away everything you know for free. Number 2, appreciate your existing customers. How can you love on your existing customers? And number 3, create an affiliate or referral partner program. So those are things you can implement this week that if you implement, you should have plenty of leads coming in by the end of the month. Plenty is relative, right? Like, it depends on your audience. It depends on how many customers you have and how hard you go this, but you should have new leads coming in by the end of the month for your business. So any questions from anybody else on this? If not, I've got a coaching call for my group coaching members happening in a couple minutes. I'm going to hop off and go get ready for that. Well, I will assume there are no more questions, but so glad. Thank you so much, everyone who joined this morning. Oh, Mike, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you. So glad it was helpful. Really, really appreciate you guys being here. Oh, Akil is saying great event for the real estate workshops. I've got to move my Instagram. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Akil, thank you so much for that. Yeah, if you're in real estate and you want to teach your team how to generate more leads online, I am more than happy to connect and talk about how to do that. Jason, you're welcome. My pleasure. Aiden is saying, can you comment on how to get in the door with people who have some bad history with your company? Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I think without knowing more details, I would say probably the most important thing is just to listen. I don't know how critical it is that you get in the door with these people. It's like, if it's really, really important, first it's kind of like weigh the pros and the cons. Does it make sense to do that? Or does it make sense to try to just build a new relationship somewhere where that doesn't exist? But if it is critically important for you to do so, I think it would just be really first listening, like being available to hear what happened, hear their side, be empathetic. And then if they're not open to doing business with you, it's like, you don't want to force it, right? I think over time you can build a relationship with someone and kind of start to transform that, but really just taking it slow and being available to hear from their perspective what happened. I think that's probably going to be your best approach. Barbara is saying, thanks always for the free advice. Now I understand why you do it. My pleasure, Barbara. Glad to have you here. I mean, yeah, guys, you know, going live every Wednesday, like part of it is I just love this. To me, this is so much fun. If I could just teach content all day long, I would. I just really enjoy it. And this is also how I generate leads. Like, I get new clients every week from people who are like, I watch your videos and I watch your lives and I enjoy it. And it's fun to me. And that's the beautiful thing about you showing up and being visible, and especially on video, is people feel like they know you. So by the time they reach out to you, they're pretty much been watching you. They've been learning from you. They know that they like your style. If they see you live and they don't like your style, they're not going to reach out to you, and that's okay too, because not everybody is your customer. But for me, yeah, this is a super transparently, I practice what I preach. This is a piece of my lead generation strategy, and it's fun. I enjoy this way of getting to connect with new people. And my thought too is, look, I'm not tied to who works with me and who doesn't. Someone could come and watch this every single week and learn a lot and never work with me, and that's okay. You know, it's like, I am okay with that. I want to give generously. I want to share generously. A big piece of what motivates me is legacy, giving back, sharing information that helps other people. And a segment of people who watch typically end up at some point reaching out and saying like, yeah, I'm interested in what you do. I'm interested in working with you. And it's so easy, right? It's so easy. So if you've been holding back from putting yourself out there and doing lives and sharing what you know, don't hold back, because you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your customers who need to know that you're there. And it's a really fun, easy way to grow your business. So any other questions, guys? These are great questions coming in. I'm going to give it a couple seconds and I'm going to assume we're good. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go lead this training, and so just appreciate everybody who joined today. And I will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. So lots of love to everybody who joined today. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.